we discussed that yat drishyam tat nasyam iti. Whatever is seen, whatever is perceived, that is subject to get destruction. And of course, because it is subject to get destruction, definitely that is not real. And of course, we also saw that whatever is objectified, including the ego, that is also not real either. And also when the notion that I know everything, that notion is objectified, also being momentary, because sometimes I say I know everything, next moment I say I know nothing. Even though I don't say, whenever you are helpless, what does it mean? Helplessness comes when you are not in a position to embrace your ignorance. Remember, helplessness comes when you are not in a position to embrace your ignorance. Because to embrace ignorance, you need to have guts, you need to have strength, you need to have wisdom, you need to have grace. So whenever a person is in helplessness situation, whenever, definitely the person does not have strength, guts, wisdom, grace to embrace ignorance. And this happens because I know. Holding on to one aspect of me, and that too, whichever aspect is convenient to me, fascinating to me, not challenging. And whenever I am with that aspect of me, and other side there is ignorance, this helplessness comes. All this thing to be understood very carefully. How? That's why understanding one's own self is must. How? You need to understand, you need to witness your ego, that you know everything and also you don't know anything. Let us read this verse in this background, with this background. 294. Aham padarthastvamadi sakshi nityam susuptavapi bhavadarsanat. Vrote hyajo nitya iti shruti swayam. Tat pratyagatma sadasat vilakshana. So beautifully, tat pratyak atma, that is the pratyak atma. Pratyak atma means that atma which is everywhere in everything, also in me. So that Pratyekatma, which is Sat Asat Vilakshana. So Vilakshana means neither it comes under this category, not that category. So what is this category, that category? Neither Sat relatively, truth, or Asat relatively false. Because holding on to truth, there is truth. Holding or from the standpoint of night, there is day. If there is no night, how can it be there day? Right, wrong. From the standpoint of righteousness, there is wrong. Or from the standpoint of the wrong, there is righteousness. All these are standpoints. This me, the Pratyekatma, who is in the form of Pratyekatma, neither relative truth nor relative falsehood. You understand? Because it is another standpoint. Of course, this ultimate truth, that which is only one, that is another thing, we know that. That's why truth means, Sat means here, relative standpoint. That means, I don't have to take credit if there is something truth about me, or I have to feel bad there is something untruth about me. It comes and it goes. That's why I said, travel is like, life is like a travel getting adjusted in the train. Now you understand the logic from here? So that's why you don't have to. And interestingly, he says that not only that, but I am someone, always I think that I am right, I am truthful. Holding on to what? Holding on to my ego, my individuality. But remember that my ego or individuality also is being identified or not. I am able to see my ego or not. If I don't see, others see, okay? This is the problem, okay? At least if you see, imagine, when people laugh at you, how you feel? If you laugh at yourself, it's great. But if you do not know how to laugh at yourself, people will laugh at you. So also here, when you don't see your ego, don't worry, other will start seeing your ego. That becomes very painful. In fact, nobody will like you. When you say that people don't like me, what does it mean? It means that you are not able to see your ego, but others are able to see your ego. Okay, there are some exceptions also, don't worry. Not that it is always, there are different rules, regulations, exceptions and whatnot. It's a very big subject. But this is in short, contextually. Here, me, the which is Pratyekatma, witnesses the ego and who is there all the time. In fact, ahamadi sakshi nityam iti. So it is me who witnesses the ego, etc. And all the time. And me exists all the time, it is not momentary. Including in sushupti, in deep sleep. Because in deep sleep, aham is not there, ego is not there. We say, andha anandha bhavati. The one, even if who is a blind person, forgets that I am a blind person. Is no more a blind person in deep sleep. Raja or Raja bhavati. Even if a king also does not think that I am a king during deep sleep, okay? In dream, don't ask me, okay? He may think emperor or he may think beggar. So that means it's very clear that I who witnesses is always there, including in deep sleep. And interestingly, when it is there always, definitely the Shruti declares, this is Ajaha, unborn, Nityaha, eternal. And of course, being Pratyagatma, definitely it is different from, means neither comes under this category or not that category. In fact, because of whose presence, all types of categories pops up. That is me. That's why a wise person, or whenever a person is committed to the knowledge or in the process of commitment, cannot hold on to anything for a long time. You cannot. Impossible. You might be observing yourself as you have been attending classes regularly, hopefully. That holding on to one aspect of you, or emotions, or hurt, or anger, or frustration, or anything. Now, is it becoming weaker and weaker or not? It's supposed to be, okay? Please, God sake, if it is not there, at least to please me, say yes. Somebody told nicely, Swamiji, you are only people around you, those who say yes, Swamiji, yes, Swamiji. I said, tell me, do you want to be no Swamiji, no Swamiji? Please. When you say no Swamiji, you also become another yes, Swamiji, you understand? I don't know what sort of people come in my life, okay? What a prarabdha I have, you cannot think of. Poor Swami, okay, poverino. Anyway, coming to the point. So here, we cannot, a person cannot hold on to any standpoint. If you hold on to one standpoint all the time, that means you are not that matured. That's why yesterday was Lord Krishna's birthday. We say, look, try to understand Krishna. Never follow Krishna, okay? Please, God's sake. If you follow Krishna literally, disaster. What he has done, how he has done, only he knows. Nobody knows, okay? But when you understand him, how he does, what is the reason behind it? Something really amazing. So, how it happened? Because of the wisdom. He could not hold on to anything in his life. He made his life to just move forward. Yes, he has struggled a lot. In fact, whole life only struggled. Traveling, shifting. And finally, also he made it very clear, whatever I have created, let it get destroyed before I leave. Because of the understanding. And not that you have to destroy everything, okay? That's not the point. At least destroy your existence. That is in your mind. So, then only you will see the difference. How? And let us look at why all these things happens. Again he goes. Vikarinam sarva vikara vetta nitya vikaro bhavitum samharte. Manoratha swapna sushupteshu sputam. Punah drushta masattvametayo. Very nice. So he says very beautifully, Vikarinam sarva vikara vetaha. So Vikarinam means all the objects or whatever keeps changing. That which goes through change, Vikaram. Sarva vikara vetta. And has to be Sarva Vikara Veta, the knower of all the changes. And what is that? Nitya Avikara iti. That which is eternal. Avikara means that which never goes through any change. And says beautifully, Bhavitum Samhati. Interestingly, what you need to do? Now, if this is the case, so bhavitum samhrati. One need to, samhrati need to really start working on, must deserve what? To be that. And also, the person, what is to be done? Here he says beautifully, how is it possible? That one must try to see how this sopna means dream, sushupti, deep sleep. The objects especially that is in dream world, also in sushupti time, during deep sleep, how the physical world also disappears. All our fancies, two types of fancies. One is direct perceived fancies. Other one is projected fancies. Can you see there are two types of fancies? Directly perceived fancies, like now you imagine. Another fancy is in your dream, your fancy gets projected. That's called projected fancies. Now, how you understand they are not real? Because of these two states. In deep sleep, the fancies that is prevalent in our waking states comes to an end. Also in dream, whatever fancies are being projected, that also comes to an end. If not at least in waking state, definitely in deep sleep state, okay? Because sometimes the lingering continues, you understand? Che, last night I was a king. I don't know why did I get up. Why that dream got disturbed? How? So it is related to what? Etayoho, this, what? This is connected to what? This both connected to our gross and subtle. So to be understood very carefully that being this perceived, definitely they have to go changes. And me is who is the knower of all changes. And I am someone who, that nityaha avikaraha. I am eternal, never goes through changes. That means what? If change comes, no problem, come, let it go. It's exactly like watching here. When we look at big rocks, really big rocks, okay? When water comes, this is the beauty. All some small rocks, they run away. They washed away. Whereas big rocks just stands. Immovable, can you see this point? Because of the stability, because of the bigness. Even if water comes in a huge way, surpasses. Again, water comes down, you will see the same rock. Maybe some changes, but makes no difference. Physically some changes. So it depends upon the bigness of the rock. Can you see this point? Relatively. The bigness, the stability of the rock does not create any fear with reference to any sort of water force. So also mind and understanding. How it can happen? Only when I understand. I am not subject to change. Change will come, will go. Things will come. But what happens to me? Small things comes. It is exactly like in Chennai is very beautiful, okay? Because Chennai is very painful in this regard. Waiting for public bus in Chennai. Because I have good experience in Chennai, other places I don't have, that's why I cannot talk much. Why I explain Chennai? Because Chennai, good number of buses are more. And Chennai is one place in India. More people depend upon those days, now things are changing. More people depend upon public service, means only bus service. Now slowly metro have started, but not, it's picking up now. And those days, I'm talking those days, okay, 15-20 years back, one of the best bus service in India. Chennai metro. The worst part was, okay, I cannot say this because I am not now acquainted. Whatever number you look for, okay, except that number, every other number comes. I'm not telling you jokes. I have tried my best few times. Sometimes I change my mind. No, now I'm fed up. I'll go to some other place. Let me look for that number. You may believe it or not, the moment I decided, completely change my mind, no, I'll go in that number, you will discover the previous number, whatever I was thinking, that number will exactly arrive in that time. And how it happens, really I didn't understand at all. I am sure many of you must have gone through that. Anyway, so how that happens, that it changeless, it changes, you understand what I am trying to say? Because there are few changes, few minutes waiting becomes so painful. A buses keeps coming on their way. But you never get your bus, your number of bus, okay? Your particular bus. Because of the anxieties. And the day you don't want to travel, you are sitting and talking to your friend, you need to buy time. That time you'll discover one after another bus, same number of the bus, which bus you like, okay? Will keep coming. The moment your friend goes away, you look for the bus. That also happens. Because again what? That related to my mind. That's why one is supposed to understand this very carefully. I am changeless. Lead next. Why it happens? Ato bhimanam tyajamam sapinde. Pindabhimananyapya buddhi kalpite. Kalatraya badhyam akhanda bodham. Gyatva swamatmana upyaihi shantim. Says beautifully. Ataha abhimanam tyajati. Therefore, what you should work on? If something to be given up, not the house, not the hair, because sannyasa means people they think, I have given up my house, I have given up my hair, and some people will say, I have given up my sacred thread. It's a very nice thing to do, okay? Some people don't put sacred thread, only for sannyas they put it like, we have some people also, marriage, before one day marriage they put sacred thread, okay? Then once marriage is over, do you know what they do? Then we nail, hang it. And whenever it's put it back, you understand? And some people completely forget, especially only overseas I have seen also. They don't put at all. What is this nonsense? I am not. And they will also teach you, I am not doing sandhya, I am not doing any gayatri. What is the subscription? There is no need. Why should I cheat myself? It's a good logic, okay, please. But why this logic is used, don't ask me, okay? So, abhimanam, if you want to give up something in your life. So, abhimanam means what? False identification. Associating with something, and because of the association, whatever notion is being created, that which gives you strength, that is what is called abhimanam. It's not identification. Abhimanam is abhimanam. Use the word. I think there was a very good movie called Abhiman. It's a very heart-touching movie, very long back in Hindi. It's really, really nice. The conflict between wife and husband, that is Abhimana, if I am right. Abhiman, correct. So that wife becomes good singer, husband was good singer, then finally wife became good singer. Then how this husband went to the depression and became frustrated. Then what happened? It's a really very heart-touching, very old movie to watch in Hindi. In our days, it was a big thing to watch. Really amazing, heart-touching. So that's why coming back, this word Abhimana here. So not bad I am, I'm able to recollect, right things, Not like present day movie, okay? Bum, boom, boom, you understand? Horrible, no brain, okay? However, coming back. So, Abhiman is something associating yourself with something or somebody. While associating, a notion is being established. And when you hold on to that notion as you, that is what is called Abhiman. Can you see? I will give you an example. Now I associate myself with this remote. Now when I start associating myself with remote, now there is a notion in me. So what is the notion? That I am the owner of this small, cute remote. And this is not enough. Not only small, cute, you might have, this remote is for fan. That too, ceiling fan, new technology. Recently, only few years back now. Exclusiveness, you understand? So more exclusiveness notion, you understand this is the concept. More exclusiveness that I have. Now I say, not only I am owner, I am exclusive owner. So that exclusiveness and that ownership put together is called abhimana. If I am only owner, I am not, that sort of abhimana is not bad. Because I am owner, you are owner, everybody is the owner. What is the big deal in it? No, I am exclusive owner. Can you see this point? That's why that abhimana movie I said, I am singer, she is also singer, no problem. No, I was exclusive singer. Now she is becoming exclusive singer. I cannot tolerate. That is how the conflict started. So this abhimanam tyajaiti, the exclusiveness in me, I am the best. Yes, you are the best, I am also equally best. You understand what I am trying to say? As I am the best, you are also best. Each one is best. A child is best in crime, remember? If you observe a child is the best fellow in crying and drawing others' attention, if not at least mother's attention. At least appreciate the child for his crying, you understand? How? Abhimanam teja. And what? Mamsa pinde. So mamsa pinde means, with reference to mamsa means flesh, okay, pinda. This body is nothing called, full of flesh, with reference to this body. Pinda abhimanani. So not only mansa pinda means with the gross body, also with reference to subtle body. And later on, because why? This abhimana is nothing. Buddhi kalpita iti. So this is nothing but imagined, sustained, created, sustained, and later on gets destroyed also by intellect. So because of that reason, what happens? You need to grow out of it. And what is to be done? Okay, if I give up all these things you are saying, then I need to hold on to something. Kalatraya abadhyam akhanda bodham gyatva, knowing that which exists cannot be destroyed, cannot be denied in 3 periods of time, or 3 fields of experiences: waking, dream, sleep, dream and deep sleep. And which is akhanda bodham, the knowledge that is absolute, no khandam, no fluctuation, no partial, absolute knowledge, gyatva, knowing that, swam atmanam upeihi. So what you need to do? Now you need to avoid within one's own self, then only you will be attain shantim, the peace. Whereas, if I hold on to my abhimana, whether the abhimana is related to the gross body or subtle body, whether I like it or not, life will be full of challenges. Even if I want to manage, it's not that easy to manage either. Let us read the next verse. त्यजाभिमानं कुलगोत्रनाम रूपाश्रमेष्वादर्शवाश्रितेषु लिंगस्य धर्मानपि कर्तृत्वादिं त्यक्त्वा भवाखण्ड सुख स्वरूपः It's not only you have to give up the abhimanam related to gross body and subtle body. It goes further, also external and internal, many other aspects, starting with abhimanam related to your kula. Kula means your family, lineage. Hey, I am born in a noble family. I am from a noble family. You understand? So what is the nobility? You know better, okay? Gotra, your lineage. That is the proud moment, okay? Amuka gotrat panaha. So I belong to this rishi. What a credit, okay? Oh, you are Bhargava Gotra. Oh, you are Atreya Gotra. You understand? This is the language. You should listen to, because so Gotra fighting is very nice. I enjoy, okay? Anyway. Then of course, name. That is a really very serious thing, okay? I should make sure my name must exist forever. That's why every politician makes sure, before inaugurating anything, they have to make sure there should be nameplate and their name should be in big letters. The project can be small, you understand? I'm not telling you jokes. But their name should be big, and we have done also. One day before you fix the nameplate, let the minister come and inaugurate, after that you remove it. No problem, minister also knows, okay? And Tamil Nadu goes one step ahead. Because Tamil Nadu politics is always, few years ahead of in India and maybe few decades ahead of world. Wherever these fellows does meeting, they make sure there should be a post and one flag. So whole road is occupied their post and flags. Can you see this point? They want to occupy anything and everything. Now this virus started spreading all the part of the world. It's a virus. Tamil Nadu politics, Tamil Nadu politicians have their mind is really virus. Hopefully nobody should attack me, okay? Hey, I am praising politicians, okay? You guys are far ahead of everybody, okay? Don't worry. How? Namu is very big important for people. I hope you know this story. Let me remember a long down back the story must have shared. So there was a person. In fact, he was a king, great person, and he thought of become a mendicant, a man of austerity, because somebody said, if you become a mendicant and great austere, you will go to heaven, and in heaven your name will be engraved in golden letters, and that will remain forever. It's very fascinating. Who doesn't like the name to remain forever? He gave up everything. He did his tapas and whatnot. In time came fine day, he passed away. Then he was taken to heaven. As usual, when he went to heaven, there was a doorkeeper. He didn't bother because for him every day everybody is coming, he did not get up. And remember, anywhere, everywhere you go, doorkeepers, they don't care anybody, okay? Only they care their boss. Other than that, they don't care anybody. Don't get angry with any doorkeeper, okay? Security fellow, it's a rule. He said, look, I was the king. I had given up. Okay, go. I want to write my name. Yes. Go. There is a place for you, I know. You go. There is a golden mountain. You can write your name anywhere you want. He was so happy. He said, wow, finally it has come to true. So he went round at such a huge golden mountain. He went round. After a few hours he came back. He said, what is this? What? There is no space at all. Everywhere names. Then this said, so what? No, what's what? I am supposed to write my name. Yeah. Why are you bothered? Remove one place and put your name. No, what? Yeah, this is what everybody does. You do that. Okay? This is called establishing your name. We say very beautifully in Kali Tattva, Mother Kali has got, so many heads. The garland will have so many heads and one fresh head, and Lord Shiva is down. They will say, each head stands for one Shiva. Kalam. How many have come, how many have gone, God only knows. But we all are crazy to establish our name. And what is name? This name came after this form. That's why in sannyasa principle, the guru gives the name just for survival. Later on, that name becomes big. That's why you can find same name will have many Swamijis. There is a big confusion. So that at least don't bother much about your name either. You understand? Hey, what is this? Okay. Rupa, form, ashram, brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha or sannyasi. Because I am proud, I am vanaprasthi, I am sannyasi, I am grihastha. The pride comes. Now he says, remember all these things, adarshama asriteshu, depending upon all these things, depends upon what? Lingasya dharman iti. All these things related to your subtle body. And of course, what you need to do? You need to grow out of it. Kartutvadin tyaktva. All these attributes that you think, you need to grow out of it. How? Only when you start growing out of it. Renounce, seeing the limitations of the kartutvam in you, the doership in you. Akhanda sukha swarupa bhavat. Now what you need to do? You being the essence of this absolute happiness, be that. Remember, for this, one need to spare more and more time with one's own self. The commitment towards the teaching and the teaching. Today morning we were talking about this concept, how layers of commitments. Today or afternoon, yesterday we were talking. Okay, I forgot. Yesterday class, here also. No, I think today morning. And I forget what I talk when, okay. That's my problem. However, so we need to do that. Now there are few verses which we'll see. that how to work on with our ego, which we'll see tomorrow. Please close your eyes. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.